Hey, what's up, YouTube? I want to take this time to make a short video for entry-level truck drivers. Okay, so let's start with, when you get here, you want to try to get yourself mentally stable and financially stable before you get to this industry. Reason why is because you are going to be staying out long periods of time, maybe 1 to 5 weeks. The regional is you get home every weekend, and 5 weeks is over the road. In most cases, people do go over the road. My job tried to get me to go over the road, but I fought with them. I let them know, yo, listen, when I spoke to my recruiter told me regional. If you can't do regional for me, then I'll just go elsewhere. And they gave me regional. Entry-level truck driving. Okay, I wish I knew this before I got here. I watched a bunch of videos, but nothing you know what I mean, nothing I couldn't find anything that was gonna tell me exactly what I'm expecting. Okay, so you're gonna do regional. So you're gonna have to sleep in your truck, get used to it. It took me 5 months to get used to it. You're gonna have to stay away from home for long periods of time. I say financially. Okay. I say mentally, because you gotta sleep in your truck and you gotta stay away from home. I say financially, because if you're like me, I didn't give up my apartment, I didn't give up my cars, and I didn't give up anything I already had at home. I just started working here, and that's it. Some people leave everything behind, give up their apartment, give up their cars, move into their truck, and they live in their truck and they work out of their truck. It works for some people. For me, it won't work. Okay, so entry-level truck driving. You wanna, after you get mentally and financially stable, right? You get your mind set, make up your mind that this is what you want to do. Now you wanna find a company that's gonna work for you. Convenience. My job is only 1 hour drive. 1 hour drive from, I live in New Jersey. My job is in Pennsylvania. An hour drive. Other companies may be 2 or 3 hour drives. The reason for that is because if you do regional, or even if you do 5 weeks, whatever, if you do over the road, and it's time for you to go home, you don't have to drive so much and waste fuel, toll. The expenses add up. When you get in your truck, for me, this is what I did, try to invest into a little refrigerator or electric cooler. What I have is an electric cooler. Buy at any truck stop. I paid like $150. And try to bring food from home. Put it in your refrigerator, in your electric cooler. What I usually do is I bring 5 plates, 5 meals, 1 meal per day. I hold off. I bring a rack of bananas, and I eat bananas or apples or grapes or whatever, just to sustain myself for the daytime, right? I leave my food for after 5 p.m. After 5 p.m. I'll eat. I'll go take a nice walk, park my truck somewhere and take a nice walk for like 20 to 40 minutes. The longer, the better. And then I come back, because as you can see, I wasn't this big, man. I'm gaining weight out here, so that's another thing. You're gonna gain weight. If you're skinny and you want to gain weight, this is where you want to be. If you're fat and you want to lose weight, tough luck, bro. It's my first video. So please be patient. I'm trying to think about things what I could tell you. What's gonna work for you? And what's gonna work for me? For me, what works for me is I go home every 2 weeks. I could go home every weekend, but I don't. I go home every 2 weeks. I'm not going home this weekend. I'll go home next weekend. Today is Friday. I'll go home next weekend. Just so that it makes more sense. My paychecks are coming trash. If I go home every weekend, my paychecks don't come in as handsomely as I would like. So I try to stay out for at least 2 weeks. Okay. So when you start here, what you really want to do is make sure you do your pre-trip and your post-trip. Very important. What I focus on is the brakes and tires. As long as my brakes are fine and my tires are fine, I'm great. Oh, mud flaps. Make sure your mud flaps are good. Make sure your tires and your brakes are good. A missing mud flap could cause you a violation. A flat tire or low pressure can cause you a violation. Worn out brakes can cause you a violation, and those violations could stay on your license for quite some time. I hear a few months, and I hear a lot, maybe a 1 year, 2 years. Depending on the violation, it could affect you a lot. So you want to always make sure your mud flaps are there. If they're not there, report it. You're going to more than likely work for a company, so you report it to your company, and your company's going to send you somewhere to get that mud flap repaired. If you have a flat, they're going to send somebody to you to get that flat repaired. If you're low on pressure, they'll send you to a shop to get that pressure checked. And if your brakes are worn out, which in some cases they are, brakes on the trailer, I'm talking about the trailer, not the truck, the trailer brakes may be worn out, and if they are, they'll either send somebody to you, or if there's a local shop near you, then they'll send you to that shop to get those brakes repaired. Okay, unless you're at your terminal and you drop off the trailer to your terminal will make those necessary repairs. I work with Western Express. Anytime I put my truck in the shop, it could be for the most minor thing, I put my truck in the shop, and they go over everything. They go over the tires, the brakes, the windshield wipers, the lights, everything on the truck itself. So I give them that. They, they take care of their shit. They take care of their equipment. It's up to the driver to obviously take care of it, right? Because you're the one driving it. You're the one, you're going through all the trials and errors with this truck. So you're responsible for taking care of it. But when you do take your truck to the terminal and you want to, get a once over and let them check the truck, man, listen, they'll check the oil, they'll check everything, and whatever's out of place, they're gonna fucking fix it. Yeah, I like that about Western Express. Make sure when you come out here with a little money in your pocket. There's gonna be times that you're gonna get hungry. You're gonna get thirsty. Bring a case of water or 2 cases. I have 2 cases of water. I have one and I bought it last weekend when I went home last weekend. That's why I'm staying out 2 weeks. I brought 2 cases of water, and 1 case of water is already gone. So make sure you stay hydrated. Um, I get snacks like peanuts, walnuts. I like walnuts a lot. Peanuts, preferably the roasted ones. The roasted. I get them at Walmart. They're really good. Candy. You want to get candy. It's gonna occupy you. You got long drives, man. So you wanna get some candy. I don't know, some gummies, whatever you like. Get it. I got some Airheads right here. The bag's done. I gotta buy more. I keep them up top. I got some vitamins. Okay. So you want to get some stuff that can occupy you while you're driving. Got long drives. This video is a little long. I'm trying to keep it short. 11 minutes. I'm trying to keep it short, but it's just so much. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I don't know if there's a way to private message me. If there is, you can send me a private message. I have no problem with answering any of your questions. I do work with Western Express. Been here 5 months, and it's a great experience. It's a very good experience. The first month they were sending me to like, I guess what they do is, this is why they're hiring people constantly, is because the first month when you're with them, they're gonna send you to the places where no other driver want to go. New York is one of them. You know, I like New York, but I like upstate. I like this area, like Albany, you know, like up here where the mountains are. I don't like being within the 5 boroughs. Long Island is cool. Long Island, what is it, Staten Island, those are cool. But going into Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, I mean, Queens is okay, but there's some parts of New York that you just don't want to get into. Not with this truck. But other than that, the routes do get better as the time that you invest with the company. The routes do get better. The routes do get better, and you will get more miles. You will get more miles. You know, your manager, your driver manager has to. He has to get familiar with you. He don't know you, right? So he got to get familiar with you. He got to get familiar with your driving habits. What time you like to start your day, what time you like to end your day. They know all this because the truck basically has like a GPS that they could keep track of everything. The tablet itself has a GPS, and everything that you do on the tablet they see. So they have to, your manager has to get familiar with you, right? So what time you like to start, what time you like to end your day, how efficient are you, how fast can you get to your customer, how fast can you get to your shipper, right? Typically you would have to go based off appointment, everything by appointment. What I like to do is I like to just show up. They turn me away, okay. If they turn me away, then I'll find a pilot, I'll find a Flying J, a travel agency, and I'll park up somewhere. In some cases, they don't turn me away. They'll take care of me. They'll load me up, and I'll show up at my drop off sometimes a day early, and I park up. Sometimes I stay. It depends. If I see that it's a live load, because the tablet's gonna tell you. If it's a live load, then I'll park. I'll get there a day early, and then I'll have a day for myself. I'll relax a little bit. I don't know, go take a walk, go eat something, or go talk to other drivers, whatever. You know, I'll do something, but at least I get there a day early, right? and then I get their 20-minute drive to the customer. Can't beat it. But I do drive. So you get 11 hours a day to drive, and sometimes I max out my 11 hours. Or sometimes I drive 8 hours. It depends. But if it's a 13-hour drive and I have 11 hours on my clock, I see that I have 11 hours that I could play with. Or I got 10 or 9 or 10 hours to play with. I'm driving that whole thing out. I'm not stopping at all on my route. At all. Okay, you gotta take some things into consideration, right? You gotta take traffic into consideration, any accidents, road closure, construction. If you break down, catch a flat. Most breakdowns, that's what it is. It's a flat. Break down with a flat. Now you gotta wait. Sometimes I've waited 4 hours on the side of the highway waiting for somebody to come repair my truck. So those are things you gotta, you'll adjust to it. You'll adjust with time. You will adjust to it. I made this video longer. I'm sorry. I just want you guys to know what's gonna be expected from you when you start here. When you start in any company. I don't want to talk about pay, because really, if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of videos talking about pay. But if you want to know, I will tell you this. If you do start with Western Express, they will start you with 40 cents per mile. That's what they're going to start you with. And for training, I believe they give you like $92 a day. And I'll tell you something right now. I would prefer the $92 a day for 5 days a week before 40 cents a mile. For a regional. I'm speaking for what I do for regional. I would rather $92 a day rather than 40 cents a mile. You probably make more with the $92 a day rather than 40 cents a mile. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Any questions, any concerns, hit me up. Comment. It's my first video, so, and I'm not doing this for money. I'm just doing this to let you guys know what you guys should be expecting when you come into this industry. Okay, I'm at my customer now. I'm in New York, and I don't know how to turn this around, but that's the highway. That's interstate. All right, so you are gonna see a lot of trucks on the road. I gotta mess my truck, little mess. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.